Am I the asshole for telling my 14-year-old daughter that she's average looking? I F39 have a very insecure daughter F14 who has a depressingly unhealthy obsession with her looks. She often avoids mirrors and pictures because her mood instantly drains when she sees herself. She constantly asks her father and me if we think she's pretty, and we always tell her the same thing, that she's a beautiful girl inside and out. As I understand how most teenage girls are with their body image, as I was one at some point myself, my daughter's vanity is not only becoming exhausting to those around her, but I fear it's causing her to slowly lose herself. Yesterday, I decided to sit her down to chat with her about this, to discuss what's bothering her, and to see if she's willing to visit a therapist. She told me she didn't want to talk about it, but as her mother, of course, I'm going to be worried about her, so I insisted. She finally agreed. A few minutes into this conversation, she asked exactly this: "Mom, I want you to be completely honest with me. That means no sugarcoating. The kids at my school think I'm ugly and say I look like a bird because I have a big nose. Do you really think I'm beautiful, or are you just lying?" I'm an honest person, so I gave her the most honest answer I had. I told her she was average looking like most people in the world are, and that it's not a bad thing to have an average appearance. She immediately got up and left without saying a word and just went into her room for the rest of the night. Today, she has been cold and distant, and I think I upset her, which wasn't my intention at all. Am I the asshole? Info: what are you going to do now that you know she's being bullied? Bullied so bad that she literally avoids mirrors and is clearly depressed. Congratulations, you probably just created a negative core memory for your daughter. She's probably going to carry your words around with her for life. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. Are you Kate from yesterday's post by any chance? What is it with parents thinking it's okay to tell their kids they're not attractive? Like we all know how a lot of relatives exaggerate how brilliant, charming, attractive we are. We take it with a pinch of salt. But if we ask, we're asking you because we know we'll get that answer. We need affirmation. You know she's insecure, so why make her more insecure? You are not a therapist, do not try to be. Be a mum. You're the asshole clearly. She is a teenager and these times are vital for self-esteem. You essentially told her she was plain. You lie to her even if she is. This one is probably going to stick for life. You're the asshole. She's showing serious MH signs. Taking her to a psychiatrist should already be in the works. Not you forcing a discussion you clearly don't have the skills to navigate. You just reinforced everything the bullies are saying to her. I about barf daily reading about the parenting skills of people. How can people be so fucking obtuse? Why the hell do you have kids, if you aren't going to be their biggest supporter? There is always something beautiful about kids, especially your own. Do you think they really want to be told that they are just mediocre and that's okay, because most people are? She's 14, kids go through a lot of changes before maturity. Many kids who were super awkward as teens are knockouts 10 years later. You help them grow their confidence, not knock it down. No. You're not an honest person. For years you've told her she's beautiful and now you're saying I was lying. You're just average. She will now believe you're still lying to cover that she is ugly. Stuff like this kills people. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. You can't possibly be so dense that you don't understand that no amount of you saying you are being honest is going to make her believe you are really being totally honest. She thinks you will automatically overrate her because you are her mom. So, if your overrating calls her average, she now believes you think she is ugly and the kids at school are right. Of course you're the asshole. I'm an honest person is a weird reason to sit a child down and essentially confirm, in her mind, that you are liars and she is as ugly as the other kids say she is. Edit look. I get why people harp on honesty, I guess. But this isn't one of your girlfriends asking you for your honest opinion on whether she could be a supermodel. It's not even your kid asking if you think he's smart enough to get into Yale. This is your child asking if you think she's beautiful while she's being bullied for being ugly to the point where she can't look in a mirror. I'm not changing my mind about it. You're the asshole. You just said you and her father always tell her she is beautiful inside and out. Kudos to you for being an honest person, but this was not the right answer. You had the right answer all along and should have told her the same thing, not confirmed her fears. You're the asshole. You knew how she would react. She finally agreed to a therapist. You told her that her fears are true in her head. You're the asshole. Beauty is subjective. You don't destroy your child's self-esteem. Like Taylor Swift says, casually cruel in the name of being honest. I am very confused about all of the not the asshole votes. I sat down my daughter, who is insecure about her looks and clearly needs support and possibly therapy, and told her that even her own mother doesn't think of her as beautiful, because I am willing to make my daughter feel worse about herself and me for the sake of honesty. I don't know if I would still speak to my mother if she did that to me. You're the asshole. I'm not the person to sugarcoat it. That's your daughter. The person who should be hyping her up most is her mother. You made her feel 10x worse than the kids at school already do. You're the asshole. Don't even need to read the damn post. What's wrong with you? That's your kid. If your response isn't "you're the most beautiful person in the world to me and nothing could change that," then you're a failure and setting your kid up to hate themselves. You set the tone for her self-esteem and you just crushed it. Congrats. Hopefully fake. Read the title of this post again and then see if you still have to ask. Christ. You're the asshole. Eesh, she is struggling with her image. There wasn't one thing about her that is cute, beautiful or special that you could highlight? The color of her hair, the shape of her eyes, her cute little ears? Something? She's struggling, giving some hope, some kind words to her over the hump. Was that too much for you? 14-year-old kids are awkward and funny looking, but they are growing into the adult they become, but we don't tell them that. She needs therapy, and it sounds like you could learn a bit on how to talk to teens. It's your job to see the beauty in your child. You're the asshole. Your daughter just told you she's being bullied. Work on that. Secondly, it's not about what you say to her, it's also about what you say about yourself, and about people on TV. It's about unsaid things too, how you respond to things. Teens are so attentive to how you act and what you say, you have to be so careful to model the type of behavior she needs. But first of all, address the bullying. She's never going to forget that you called her that. Even if she's ever not average, she'll always feel it. That was a terrible freaking answer. Yeah, you don't have to tell her she's a supermodel every day, but to have your own mom confirm you're average is devastating. She's going to believe you actually think she's ugly. Taylor Hill didn't like her eyebrows growing up, was upset with her mom for not letting her do something with them. Lauren Sutton used wax to hide the gap in her teeth. Tyra Banks was gangly, taller than peers. The prettiest girl your daughter knows has insecurities. It sounds like she may have body dysmorphic disorder. That is not vanity. Please get her to a therapist who specializes in such issues to have her evaluated. You're the asshole. You already know she's struggling. You're not being honest, you're cruel. You should have strengthened her self-esteem. It doesn't matter what the other kids are saying, but no, you have to tell her she's average. To her you just admitted you have the same opinion as her friends. Good luck to recover from that. Hopefully her therapist can help her. I refuse to believe posts like this are real or that people actually lack this much awareness. You're the asshole. I'm an honest person. I say WTF I want and don't care if your feelings are hurt. It's not my problem. I kinda get your point of view. I think it is healthy to realize that there is nothing wrong with being average looking. It is not up to us how we look and we shouldn't be judged based on it, although we all do judge subconsciously based on looks. But considering how insecure your daughter seems, I'd say you're the asshole slightly. This seems to be a delicate topic for her.